What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Boogie. We're back in here with another live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Do me a favor if you're just jumping into the stream, like the video, support your boy. Let me just make sure everything is running well, that you guys can hear me. And we're gonna get started. You see the title? Crazy. I'm back again to report your weekly dating news. As you know, everything crazy happening in the dating streets, but we'll always be here to report you everything going crazy. And then you can make a choice whether you're still interested in dating or not. My advice, if you really want my advice, don't look for love. Look for everything else, but don't expect love. Like the love that you used to see in the movies, forget about it. It doesn't exist, But other than that, everything else you can get out here, So whatever type of relationship you're looking, you'll get out here. Apart from the real love, like the shit we used to watch in the movies, that shit doesn't exist, But anyway, let me just make sure you guys can hear me, so I can get into the videos. And by the way, guys, all the videos, I'll be putting the links down below to all the content creators and their videos, because I don't get to finish all of them. Some of them are long, and I just want to view just a few things with you guys, go through, give my opinions and entertainment, whatever it is. And let me just make sure you guys can hear me. All right, you guys can hear me, so we're gonna get started. If you're just coming in, like the video, support your boy. I really appreciate that. Other than that, let's go.
We're not serious about someone, but we're talking.
So does that mean that you're tied down to that person then?
No, it definitely doesn't mean you're tied down. It definitely means you guys are just texting, maybe nothing
Seeing
too serious, very surface.
Wait, time out. You can also have sexual relations. We're not going to sit here and play like.
Okay, I said not serious. I didn't say no fucking.
But that's serious. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're not going to sit here and think that fucking is not serious. It's definitely serious. But
it is?
Yes.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone. Everyone. Some people look at sex.
Like you might just have sex just to
I'm
have
surprised
sex.
Rico's the one saying this.
Because every time I fuck, next thing I know, she tries to take dating into relationships, so it must be serious.
You see, I'm the same way. I get nervous. I get nervous because guys like that, y'all talk too much. Like, I fucked her and now she wants to be in a relationship, and I'm like, damn. So I just keep my mouth shut.
Well, most women have that type of energy.
I play it off until the boys like start punching the air after me. I'm like, okay, then maybe I like you too.
I love you too. Yeah, wow. That's Tasha.
I be doing which one they call it? They have a name for it too.
Breadcrumbing.
Breadcrumbing. I do that. I would never tell a dude how I feel. I would just be mean to them.
When you put your heart on your sleeve, you get taken advantage the most. And that's my biggest problem. I'm always like, okay, I want to go for this person. I want to be with this person. I want to see what the vibes are. And like, I'll put my all into it. And then the person's like, they're giving me half-ass energy, and I don't like that. And then it just makes me fall back, and then I don't like them no more, and then I find the next one.
This sounds like dating is a game.
It is a game.
Unfortunately, it is.
Especially with breadcrumbing, I definitely saw that as a game, because it's just like, all right, just sit back and kind of see how it goes. Even if you really like them, you kind of keep those emotions to yourself just to, sit back and play it out, see how he feels, and see what he's going to bring to the table. If he's going to bring out his emotions first.
Because I don't really express myself because, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like breadcrumbing, But then really I want to say, I love you. I love you.
Right. And then it's like, I want to say I love you, but
I would say going somewhere, but,
I would say that most women breadcrumb. I think that because we're so scared to show our emotions, so most of the time we, you don't want to say much, so you want to throw a little breadcrumb. Hey, how you doing, handsome? And, a little soft tone. And for me, with the dating world, I'm not trying to give up the cookie. I'm trying to hold out. So I do a lot of breadcrumbing. I do a lot of send out text.
She's trying to hold out. Oh my God. That's like me saying I'm trying to make sure I don't take women out on a $1,000 dinner date. Like, I ain't got it. So I might as well just forget about it. I don't have the $1,000. So for her to try to hold out, I don't know which guy stays around waiting, but okay.
And, borderline. A little titty pic here and there, but nothing deep.
Wait, what?
But it's-
We're not gonna say that. That's not breadcrumbing.
No, it's borderline.
That's crumbing.
Because I've had people that I entertain, but I'm not going too deep because I don't want it to be that deep. I want to build empathy with that person. So in the process of building empathy,
So you want
it's
them to look at
time.
your titties for empathy.
You get to see some titties, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's if we have a chemistry.
Yo, but you understand what narrative that you're creating when you do
No,
that?
I'm talking about somebody that I have interest in. Someone that I'm building something with, not just a random dude here and there. Now, breadcrumbing, what I would do for me when it comes to breadcrumbing is throw out a little bit of good morning to a couple people here and there. How you doing? You're trying to see who fits you.
You're withholding saying your emotions, but instead sending titty pics. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say that I like you, but here's some titties because I still want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But not yet. We're going to hold out.
What?
Yeah, I don't know which. Honestly, for me, I've said this a million times. I believe, unless a woman is a virgin, but the only women who hold out and they really like you, or they really like a guy, and they're trying to make him wait for the punani, are the women who know the moment they give up the punani, they have nothing else to offer the man. You know what I mean? Those are the only women I believe are the ones who are going to have the standards of the rules of I'm going to make him wait 90 days. I'm going to make him wait 10,000 days, shit like that. But a woman who knows she has something else to offer beyond the pussy, she doesn't have to do all those tricks.
Yes, that's what most women do.
Yeah.
Chris, you're right.
Let's ask our guest what he's doing. Because he's a little quiet over here.
yes, today we have our guest.
Olu.
Olu.
Yeah.
Days of summer.
Okay.
Okay, are you dating right now, Olu?
According to Rico, I'm dating.
course.
I didn't think that was dating, but yeah, and you said it was breadcrumbing, but no, I don't do that because it's no hope. So it's not breadcrumbing as if something's gonna happen. It's like everybody know what it is, so.
So you're actually right. You know what? If you're not leaving out false hope, that's not called breadcrumbing. I'm wrong on that. That is, what's it called?
It's called cookie jarring.
Word.
So you're cookie jarring.
It's basically where you do what Rico does. You know what I'm saying? You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You leave a fallback option. You got some alternatives. So you might have somebody running point guard, and then you might have like a 6-woman coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So you just keep a couple options with cookie jar, which is cool. But I want to ask you, before we get into everything else, why are you cookie jarring? Does none of them fit the lead role?
Good question.
All right, so, no, because, I mean,
That's straight up.
He's just playing ball.
yes, and it's not like they don't have like quality or good characteristics, none of that stuff. It's just that like I don't believe in monogamy, I don't believe in marriage.
Oh, you one of those.
Yeah, I don't I'm on that tight time. So
Almost guys feel.
no, that's not a hoe.
That's not.
This is not a
hoe.
judgment zone for us.
So you don't want to settle down and have kids and have a wife one day? Like you don't
don't.
see yourself?
That's all they ever tell men. Once a man realizes marriage ain't worth it, you're just gonna be used and abused, made to pay mortgage, and then one day maybe she can try to leave. She can be tired because of her feelings, and she can just take you to the courts and then take your kids. Once men do the math and then they decide, I don't want to do marriage, I don't want to be monogamous, I just want to do my own thing. The first thing women say, oh, you don't want to find your soulmate and settle down. Because we have seen other men who have tried to settle down and how usually that goes, how it goes. Usually 80% of the time, the woman is going to divorce you and the chances are 50%. So smart men do the math and they're like, you know what? I don't know.
Doing that?
You don't want that at all?
I don't want that at all.
You ain't meet her yet, sir. You ain't meet her yet.
No, I met her. I'm okay though.
Yeah, I told you. Guys are tired.
I'm okay. I'm all right. That's just not what I want. You don't think so?
He met her. I'm trying to tell you.
I understand. It's cool. I'm all right. It's not enough. That's not what I want.
What if the best one, whoever on the roster of your cookie jar, right? What if the best cookie was like, yo, I'll be your main cookie and we can have all the other cookies together? Would you say okay to that?
Well, see, that's a problem because we gotta have the cookies together. I want I want sovereignty in that sense. You know what I mean? That's because that's how I look at myself. I look at myself as a.
I don't agree
feel
with
me?
that.
I like Olu.
But I don't agree with what you said, Rico. Like, how you said, why is the best cookie? Like, just because the cookie is good doesn't mean you can have a good conversation. That's why he's not choosing. Something is missing. Clearly, something is missing beside the cookie. Like, if he just can't find.
Danny, first of all,
Come on.
stop. You've had a couple cookies.
Okay, but
Right.
like, you saying,
If
like,
anybody
oh,
should know cookie jarring. It's
Yeah,
you.
But that's what I'm saying. He said, "Oh, what if it's a cookie, right? Oh, he want to share the cookie together." I'm like, you don't only take the cookie for you to want to like be in a relationship with somebody. That's what something is missing. This is why you don't.
Nah, the cookie
that's
is the
not
person in
necessarily.
general.
Cookie
No,
is
yeah,
one person.
we're using the cookie to represent a person, not sex, not.
Yeah.
A person.
Yeah.
How
Total.
about the cookie is like
cookie.
That's a cookie too.
Not that cookie.
That's a cookie.
But
you
nigga,
feel
that's
me?
cookie.
So I understand what you're thinking, but that's not what we're saying.
No, not the nookie.
I'm thinking cookie. That's what it means.
I'm thinking cookie.
Yes. No,
So you pretty much like to have more than one woman. You prefer to have more than one woman.
Yeah.
He doesn't
most
want
men
a
That's
commitment.
fine.
That's all it
fine.
is. She
I
don't want
respect
no
it. So these women know
obligations.
though. Are you the type of man that's playing around and letting everybody just?
No, I let
Feel?
everybody know up front.
So you're dipping in all these girls?
Duh.
Dipping,
Yeah.
By dipping, you mean sex? I mean, I'm dipping in a lot of them.
Oh wow.
And see, this is
You
my
know,
thing. I don't want to
double
be
dipping.
responsible for nobody's emotions.
Exactly.
That's the reason why it can't be a relationship.
But he's right, because in the morning she likes you, in the afternoon she doesn't like you because you didn't text her, and then she's gonna make up some weird fight, and then in the evening it's gonna be something else. Those are all emotions. As most men want relationships, but they never do the math of how much they have to deal with a woman's emotions because they change every minute.
No, nobody's responsible for mine.
I respect it. No, I respect it. I
That's
respect
just
it.
emotional. In my opinion, that's emotional intelligence. It's emotional independence. I think that's
He's
a
smart.
quality kind. You know.
Very.
So what
type
if
of-
you just have your person? You could have
See?
a person. You don't have to
The
be like
fantasy.
white. You don't have to score a wifey, but you could have a person,
Why
right?
That's what
can't
he
he have-
I can have my person as long as my person don't expect me to be responsible for her emotions.
He wants persons,
Yeah.
peoples.
Wow.
You know what
Because the
I'm saying?
emotions
I mean,
change.
it's just the truth. He's giving his
Yeah.
version of the truth. I can
100
respect it. I'd
at
rather
all
a man
times.
tell me this so I know where I stand at the door. What happened with the most women when they get to with a man like this is that they think they could change his
Yeah,
mind.
absolutely.
So they
That
have the
happens.
movie in their head that is played out. I'm gonna get him. She's telling her girlfriend, no matter what, I'm gonna change his mind.
Right.
And her feelings wind up getting hurt.
Right.
A man like this to me is okay because he tells you at the door.
He tells you straight up what
And
it
then y'all
is.
still tell me, no, you just ain't met the right one.
Yeah.
So
But y'all don't realize.
Oh, that used to be me.
Got your feelings hurt, right?
No, I've done that plenty of times where a guy has told me like, yo, like I just wanna just fuck around, whatever, da da da. But we're spending so much quality time with each other, that shit's fucking me up. I'm like,
How can you not
how
want
do
me?
you expect me not to love
We're
you
great
when you love
together.
me?
Yo, do y'all see y'all? First of all, I want to let y'all know y'all the same ones that was just saying sex ain't not a big deal.
It's not.
I just want to say, y'all said that.
I
I didn't
never
say it.
said
Okay,
that.
but he
never
acts
said
like he
that.
don't catch no feelings. That's why I'm confused.
Okay, but that's
No, he's tired of the feelings. He's saying he can't handle a woman's emotions because your emotions as women change every single time. You'll be with a woman at your place in the morning. Everything is fine. Baby, I love it. Mwah, mwah, mwah. She goes to work. Somebody pisses her off. And then she comes back home and acts like as if you pissed her off. Right? She comes back home and acts like as if you guys had a fight before she left. So as a man, guys, before you get into a relationship, remember, it's not just about the money. Oh my God, I'm scared of paying bill for a woman. You're also going to pay in terms of having to deal with that ever-changing emotions. Because remember, like I said, she will look at the wind and she's going to be pissed off. And then you have to deal with that.
Actually wasn't that makes me want to change your mind. It's the quality time that we're spending.
Spending together.
If we're spending quality time together, and you're kind of very set on not really wanting a serious relationship, what you doing with me then? What are we doing
He's
here?
fucking you, Amanda. His quality time is his dick and your vagina. That's his quality time. Your quality time is laying on his chest after he just
And he
dicked
let me
you
do all
down.
that. And he used to let me do all that. So what are we doing?
No. What are you doing? Because you're going off the script. He told you what you signed up for, and you want to draw up a new contract.
Rico, you know, the sad part is we know this, we hear you, But
we're
our
still
feelings
gonna, our heart is
don't
gonna do
hear
what we
you. Our
want to do.
feelings don't hear you. We think
And
we
then
can
it's
change
either
them.
like-
They don't hear
Well,
me.
let
First
me
of all,
get- let me
first of
get
all,
this
they hear
straight.
Olu, not me.
Okay, let me get this straight, right? So we're having sex, correct? That's what you're saying.
Right.
And we're spending 2, 3, 4 hours. I'm leaving the next morning, the next day. If we fucking, just fuck me and tell me to go home. Get me an Uber. Please
Right.
get me an Uber. Don't let me stay there
Why
with
you
you.
want to watch Netflix with me and lay up
Yeah,
in
that's
your
what I'm-
bed and
that's
tell me I
what-
could sleep over?
And we're talking about like
Why you-
personal shit. You know what I mean? Like,
At
I
the
don't,
door, don't deal with him. A lot of women get caught up in their head and think that when a man tell them this, my ice, a man tell them this, they could just change his mind. And we get caught up in our feelings, and now you're feeling funny because he's like, I'm not available next week. You're calling him, hey, I want to see you, and he's telling you, I'm busy. But you set yourself up because he told you at the door.
You break up with someone right before Christmas.
Damn.
So that's very tough.
before
That's a-
New Year's. Oh.
Yeah, before
No
holidays.
holidays.
It's,
For the
you know,
holidays.
it's clipped because you know, especially Christmas.
That's
beginning
so
of December,
lonely. That's
holiday
such a
time,
lonely
end of the year time. We
Yeah.
all
It's the
know-
most depressing time
they
too.
start
Like,
acting up
when you're
December
not
1st.
with somebody during the holidays and you guys just broke up, like that shit's like.
They start
Yeah,
acting
when you
up,
dealing
ladies,
with
they
a
act up
breakup
at
right
December
before
1st, so
this
pay
happy
attention.
holiday time.
As a man, if I got a
Nah, women are very smart. Women know not to break up before their birthdays. They know not to break up before the holidays, and they especially know not to break up during the winter time because they need that warmth, right? But when the summertime comes around, oh yeah, it's the whole hot girl summer. They know very few women break up before their birthdays. They break up usually after the man has bought the gifts. They will try to, even if they've, because remember, they plan their breakups ahead of time. Like by the time she breaks up with you, she's been checked out like for months prior. That's why they start weird mini fights, trying to push you away if you catch on it. But if you don't, she's going to break up with you after her birthday, after you've spent the last bit of couple $100 to buy her gifts. They're smart.
roster, let's just say I got 5 females. That's
Right.
5
Gifts.
more gifts.
They gonna start dropping in December?
No, November, because I can't be with every one of you on Thanksgiving, and I hate explaining why I had to miss your Thanksgiving.
Certain guys don't want to buy gifts. You know what I'm saying? Certain guys got too many women. Certain, not even guys, all girls. Some people do it because they don't feel like you're ready to meet their family. Or some people do it be like, I don't want to go into the new year with you. It's like it's a big holiday. You're gonna meet the person's family, gifts. The new year's coming up. So there's a lot of pressure. So if you're not ready for that, let's just end it there. I don't think it's the most insensitive thing. It's kind of like, if I'm not dealing with you like that, I don't want to bring you to these holidays because you're gonna think way too much out of it when you just, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I don't want you to think you're that important, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Like,
those are big holidays.
You can't be, listen, you're not that important. Your role is this. Let's keep it there. I'm gonna go do this with my family and whomever I
The
pick.
main girl.
Yes.
Well, to
The
be
main
honest,
girl.
for me, I don't think it's that serious. If you guys aren't really that into dating, you guys are probably just a couple of months. I don't think it's very necessary for you to break up right before Christmas just because you don't want them to meet their family.
No.
Listen, you link up whenever y'all link up on y'all next date, on y'all next meeting, whenever y'all link
Right,
each other.
we don't have
and
to
y'll
see each
give-
other on the
Exactly.
I do that. We don't gotta
We can
see each other.
on the
Yes,
27th.
I do that.
Exactly.
We
You
don't
get
gotta
your
I
do
still
that.
want the gift.
Do you hear how strategic women are when it comes to breaking up? So that's what I'm saying, guys. Just best believe, guys, if a woman is breaking up with you, she has been planning this ahead of time. She's never going to break up with you at the end of the month. If you guys, let's say you live with a woman and you guys have to pay rent together. She's never going to break up with you at the end of at the end of the month when rent is due. She will break up with you after you pay rent, so she has another 30 days to look for where to go, because she knows if she breaks up with you before you bring your part of the rent, or if you're the provider and you have to pay the rent, you're probably just going to leave her with a bill. So they are very strategic in terms of the way they break up with you. Like they do that. Women are smart. That's all I'm going to say. So she won't break up with you when rent is due. She won't break up with you when she knows her birthday is coming up, because she wants to extract the last amount of, gifts that you have to buy her, or money, whatever you have to buy her. She won't break up with you if she knows for sure she has nowhere to go, right? So they're very, very smart in terms of how they break up with men.
On the 27th, so
Yes,
it doesn't
yes,
work that way.
yes,
we gotta break up with you in totality.
Oh my God.
I'm a double back on January 5th, and I'm leaving on February 5th because February 14th is right around the corner.
Oh, you dirty. So just get back where in the springtime. Fuck it.
And then when I'm back in the springtime, you already know.
And this is why I said, this is why I will continue to say that when you meet a man, you fall in two lanes. Either you are the girl that he's gonna fuck or the girl he's gonna turn to girlfriend. That's just how I look at y'all.
Because some girls that fuck you good enough turn to girlfriends, and it's not it's by accident for us, but on purpose.
See, that's dirty. That's so dirty. That is extremely dirty.
Believe me, some people I did not want to cuff.
Yeah, and you know what else? Some of y'all, and look, this is gonna segue right into the next one because I think that's a phase of kitten fishing.
Yes.
You playing like something, but you're really not what you playing like.
I feel like kitten fishing is basically pretending to be someone you're not when you're on a date, correct? It's not catfishing. Catfishing is like sending fake pictures, you're sending like fake information, whatever. It's not, oh, you could see my, sorry. Like I was saying, catfishing is pretending to be someone you're not on a date. It's not catfishing. Catfishing is sending fake pictures, fake, that's not even you. Catfishing is actually you. You know what I'm saying? It's you, but you're just giving out fake information. You might just be on a date and you lying about your personality, what kind of work you do. I'm a doctor when you really a scammer that's what catfishing is. I got a house when you really live with your mama. I have a big personality when you really.
Yeah, women don't like that. Women don't like when a man goes on a date and talks about how much money he makes and which kind of job. And then she's gonna fuck the guy because she thinks she found a baller, she thinks she found a rich man, only to find out after the man claps them cheeks that the guy works at Walmart. They actually call that essay for real. Women don't like that. Like a woman could literally lie to you that she's in love with you, take off your shit after divorce, or make you pay for her bills and shit like that because she said she loves you, and then you should be okay with it once you find out she was lying. But if you lie to her that you make all this money, and then she lets you clap her punani, but then find out that you're not even actually who you say you are, then they get mad about it. It's like they don't like the game played on them. But anyway, shout out to 8 at the table. This was a fun one. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Like the video as you're coming in. If you like the video, to let other people know that we are in here cooking. We got plenty of videos to go through. So like the video as I cook up the next video real quick. All right. Like the video. Christopher Jordan was the first in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. Guys, like the video. Support your boy. We're gonna go all the way to the beef. Like the video, support your boy. I really appreciate you guys. Let's see. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Where are you guys watching from? All right. Next video, we're gonna go to the beef. All right, give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Shout out to Lapeef. One day soon I'll join the panel.
Needed marriage more, men or women?
At what time period? Every time period calls for something different, right? So if we're talking about the distant history, then women needed marriage just like men, supposedly, right? But we might have needed it more because women didn't have any rights. We weren't able to live a regular life without being attached to some type of man. If you're thinking about specific times in history, you needed men. You couldn't even own property at one point unless you had a husband, right? And once your husband died, the next man in the family now had ownership over you. So according to history, women needed men more. Nowadays,
They don't need men
That has changed a little bit
because
right?
of they make money.
Women are in positions where we can own things on our own. We are able to have, property. We're able to make money. We're able to do all of these things on our own. So I don't think it's really shifted where men necessarily need marriage. I think it's up to both parties now, which once again can be maybe a part of the problem. I don't know. But in history overall, I would say women needed marriage more in the past.
So, yeah, I think it switched back and forth because women needed men, bank accounts, land, whatever.
Duda, you're right.
In this country, but in the inception of the country, I guess it just depended because women inherited their husband's land when they passed away, and then ended up needing men because they changed the laws because they didn't want the women to have their land. So like it flipped back and forth so much. And so nowadays I'm gonna say that it benefits men more than it does women.
Not true.
Now. So like
how?
It just depends on
how does marriage benefit men more if they have to pay all the bills? Now, if a man finds an Oprah, and Oprah the billionaire finds Boogie and she takes care of me, then I'm going to benefit more. How does marriage benefit men more? How? Is she going to explain? Let me see if she's going to explain.
When, but yeah, both kind of.
She didn't explain
it. Flip-flop, but I think that it was more beneficial to men overall than it was ever to women.
How?
Yeah, my answer to that.
How does it benefit men more? Honestly, if there was a woman who's out here trying to marry a man and she's giving benefits to men in marriage, I'm all for it. I mean, men would literally be lining up. To me, in my opinion, 2 reasons men want to be married. Number 1, consistent sex. Because trying to date every now and then, you date this one, you take her on a date, it doesn't work out, you date this one, she ghosts you, you spend money on that one with that one. Because men, that's number 1, consistent sex. Number 2, actually 3 reasons. Number 2 is because men are suckers for love. Men, for some reason, I don't know what the Disney movies did to us. In the words of the great CGA, Coach Greg, he literally said, men are in love, women are in business. So men are suckers for love. They see a woman, oh my God, I'm so in love. Can I marry you? That's number 2. Number 2 reason men get married. Number 3, men get married because women ask them for marriage. Oh, if you don't marry me, I'm not going to have sex with you. If you don't marry me, sex after marriage. If you don't marry me, I don't want to be a single baby mama. That's the reason. Most men, I don't know if most, but so many men literally are pressured by women. You got to marry me. Oh my God, you're going to walk me down the aisle.
Go ahead, Amra.
Thank you, Brady. I work in the divorce industry. I work in family court. Men today have no need for women. In fact, women bring more problems, debt, stress, pain, and suffering to men than anything else, than any value.
Facts.
Maybe before, when a man got married, there was more value that he was getting from a woman, but he was getting her purity, her loyalty, her family, and things were different. But now men get married to women who aren't pure.
Facts.
Who don't have any skills anymore. Majority of women don't even know how to make basic things at home.
They can't cook.
They don't know how to press clothes. They don't know how to do anything. So they're not really doing anything for men. Today, a man can do everything for himself.
Facts.
Especially like washing clothes, whatever. But before, he needed a wife to wash the clothes, to cook, to press. Now, he can do all this stuff by himself because he has machines. We have machines that does everything.
Facts.
Women are almost useless in marriage today. And I say that only because of the type of women that I'm talking about. I see it every day in divorce. Men, when they get divorced, the women take all of their resources, all of their money in divorce. So I would say women need men more today
they take the key
than before. Because now you see women, they get married, They pop out a kid or two, maybe even sometimes none. And when they get divorced, they take the man for all he has until the day she gets married again through
facts,
child support, spousal support, any way that she can milk a man.
Cook. Let her cook.
So I'm seeing it a little bit differently, but yeah.
Okay.
Look at their faces. This one can't even look straight into the camera. Look at their faces. She cooked them. Let's see what they have to say. Oh my God, everything they're gonna call her pick me. Watch.
If I can just respond. So there's no statistic, I understand like our personal experiences, but there's no statistic that would support the fact that marriage benefits women more today.
What?
I would say that I would agree with Bo that it shifted, right? The initial reason for marriage benefited men, and it benefited families, that the lineage ran through the patriarch, right? The man's last name, the man's lineage. That was the original design. It benefited him. It did not benefit her. No matter what we say, you sold your daughter so that you could secure. That was what the exchange was. As we progress and we're talking about flipping back and forth, and now we have the idea of the spinster and the old maid, the woman who couldn't get married and have kids. Yeah, it would benefit a woman in those times, because now she would be shamed if she did not have an attachment to a man. And in certain cultures, she would be stoned, unalived, all the things if she was not attached to a man. It would benefit her from a safety perspective, right? Because she was required to have that man. In today's day and age, men report higher wages, longer life expectancy by being married. Right? When you think about presidents, none of them have ever been able to even try to attain the position without having a wife. Partners at quite a lot of law firms, right? When you think about positions that are high ranking, having a wife, having a sign of discipline, loyalty, security, consistency has always proven to be beneficial to a man. So when you're saying what benefit,
you know why? Because if a man is going to get a job because he's married, and him being married shows consistency, do you know why it shows consistency? Because he's taking care of who? A woman and kids. So clearly they are benefiting from him. Most men would be okay working 40 hours a week for the rest of their lives. But guess what happens when they get married? Now they got to work 80 hours. Guess what happens when they get married? Part of their pension, their retirement plan is now including the woman as well. Guess who doesn't have to work 60 hours to provide for anybody else? The woman. And let's use some logic. Let's pretend that marriage has only benefited men, like she's saying that it has never benefited women, right? So now marriage rates are low, divorces are higher, women are getting more, are divorcing men more, taking alimony and things like that. Where is society now? Is it better when people were getting married, or is it better when the single mother rate is now 70% compared to 30% in 1960? Which one is doing better? Like, just use some logic, common sense. Oh my God, these women.
Benefits who more? On the flip side, conversely, when a woman tries to attain when she's married, people are factoring in, oh man, you may have a baby in the next 2 years, so we can't hire you for certain positions. If you even look into Dubai's culture, some women lie about being married because of the fact that if they're married and they're a certain age, it will be assumed that they will have a child in the next 5 years, they will not receive a job. So when you think about what we're actually benefiting, I mean, I guess, yeah, I got a man, my man. That's
exactly. If you have a man who's working 80 hours providing for you, then what are you arguing about? These women are pretending like as if a man providing for them is an issue. So for me, when I hear them complaining, oh, men benefit from marriage only, and they don't benefit, they're only complaining about men maybe who don't want to pay bills or who want to go 50-50. This woman is not going to get married to Jeff Bezos and complain that her marrying Jeff Bezos benefits Jeff Bezos. Now, in her Delulu land, she may think that getting married to a rich man only benefits him and it doesn't benefit her, even if now she's going to go from working 40 hours to working 15 hours if she wants to. But for them to think marriage only benefits men. Okay, now when marriage stops benefiting men, how is the community faring? Do you like the rate of single mothers? Are we championing single mothers that's the route to go? Because if you don't want to get married because it doesn't benefit you as women, is being a single mother the next best thing you can do? How is that working for you?
Benefit, but then when you're actually thinking about it structurally, generationally, not really. Like, let's take our personal feelings out of it and let's really think about it.
Okay. I can think of a stat that would support the idea that men have been less beneficial than women, and that would be family court. When you look at the idea that the one tangible thing that we know, right? And the family court doesn't think that anything else is important because they don't enforce anything else. All they enforce is the finances, and 97% of men have to pay alimony versus the 3% of women. So, and they disregard everything else. If I get divorced right now, I can't tell homegirl, hey, you still need to make me sandwiches. You still need to wash my clothes. You still need to, I can't do any of that. All of that shit is off the table, right? So nobody else thinks that's important or that beneficial to where you are still responsible for it. All of your duties are now relinquished, but whoever has to pay has to continue to pay. And I can tell you this, if it weren't for 97% of men paying it, then the family court system would be very different.
Facts.
Well, but wait, that's to assume the people who are actually that actually have the money to pay it. Like, that percentage comes from people who can pay it. Average men can't pay.
See, I
like
told
these
you.
large numbers, and they can't pay alimony at all whatsoever.
They pay child support.
Less than 10%.
Yeah, because average people, I'm an average person. I had to put my retirement, my everything, my accounts, my business was up for discussion. If my ex-husband didn't say I don't want anything, because we both of us had businesses. I didn't want his, he didn't want mine. But if he said he wanted something from my business, he could have had that.
Yeah,
because
but
I
he
built
didn't.
that business inside of my marriage.
But he did.
So average people do not pay. Like, both parties, the woman and the man, have to put everything on the table. So the percentage of men that you are talking about, that's the percentage of men with money. Everybody don't got money like y'all got money. These men,
So you see what I told you guys? When women are complaining about marriage is not beneficial to women anymore, what they really mean is marriage to the average guy. This is why I use the example of a Jeff Bezos. If this woman or this woman or this woman got married to Jeff Bezos, she wouldn't scream, it's not beneficial to me, it's only beneficial to Jeff Bezos. You know why? Because she's going to be on private jets. She has a chance of divorcing him and taking, $500 million, couple $1 billion from Amazon. So when you hear them scream, I don't want to get married, I hate marriage only benefits men, it's because they haven't found the rich man to get married to. That way, if they divorce him, they can take half his money. They know if they get married to Boogie and they try to divorce me, all they're going to get is a cup. You know what I mean? So when you hear them saying marriage only benefits men, what they really mean is once they divorce Boogie, all they will get is a cup. They won't be able to take my Toyota Camry. You know what I mean? So don't believe what they're saying that marriage only benefits men. What they should really say, it's not even true. It doesn't even really benefit average men. But what they are trying to say is marriage benefits average men, because they feel like when they get married to an average man who can't pay 100% of all their bills, who can't make them just stay home and they don't have to work, they believe the man is, for some reason benefiting more because they have to stay and cook for him and shit like that. Crazy work.
men, them men over in the chat, they don't have no money to pay.
See?
In family court.
Average men. See?
They ain't got no money.
See?
Average men don't have no money.
There you go. What did I just say? And I'm watching this video in real time. Her last words were, average men don't have no money. So for them, they believe marriage benefits men more if they're not married to a rich guy. The only time they think marriage benefits them if they find a rich guy. So don't forget about that. Shout out to Akam. I don't even know how to say your name, bro, but shout out to you, man. Kam is in the chat. Shout out to you guys who are in here. Please like the video. If you like the video, other people will know we're in here cooking. Let's get to the next video. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Like the video, because we got more to cook. We got more videos to go through. So I told you guys, you have to call me your dating. You know how you guys watch TV and there's the weather forecast and they're telling you what the weather is going to be tomorrow. I'm that kind of person, but for dating. I bring you your dating news and the craziness out here, and then you can make a choice whether you want to say dating or, be out here and just watch from the sidelines, because it's tough out here. You have to be very careful, as you can see, because chances are you're going to run into a woman like that. If you can't pay her bills, she's going to say marriage benefits you more, and it doesn't benefit her at all, just because you guys have to go 50-50. Anyway, let's get to the next video from Anton Daniels.
I'm frustrated and irritable about not being able to electronically speak to my kids because they live in a whole nother city in Texas. I also got very frustrated with having to go all the way to the city that they live at, pick them up, stay at a hotel. Somewhat spent between $12,000 and $15,000 to see my kids this last year. And so I filed for enforcement. And of course, that landed me in the child support range. It's frustrating because after agreeing to what we agreed to for child support, his sleazy lawyer is trying to get more information about my income when we've already agreed to the child support amount. And I absolutely get where these men are coming from, because I wasn't that parent that was like, oh, I ain't helping you. And we agreed on no child support no matter who had the kids. His financial situation, his support situation is way different than mine. My work-life balance was very hard even when we were married. I had a nanny. I actually had two nannies. I had an in-house nanny, a weekend nanny, house cleaners. And hell, if I could afford a cook or a chef, I would have had that as well. But my nanny was a cook. And so he stayed at home playing video games. I did everything I could to bust my ass. I had a growing business at the time. I was a full-time athletic trainer in Texas. So I was the breadwinner. And I did and delegated duties, and I still delegate duties that stress me out. Needless to say, this man knew that I was going through a psychotic break when we got a divorce.
Complaining, paying child support. It's your turn, ladies.
No fun with them when the rabbit got the gun, huh?
He's a piece of shit for that.
I hate to say that, but he got his vengeance.
Wait, how is he a piece of ish, but it was roles reversed? Women would be applauding.
Exactly.
Well, if they were applauding, they're pieces of shit too. The piece of shit part about it is abusing a situation in which there's an agreement and someone gets greedy. I think anybody, whether it's a man or a woman, if you agree upon something, especially when money is involved, if you agree on a certain amount and you find out someone, from what I heard, you find out somebody is making more money because they got a promotion or they started a new business or their granny died and they got an inheritance. Because I've seen situations like that. Oh, now I want an increase in child support specifically. It's like, no, you agreed on this amount because that's sufficient. So stick with it. And
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but how many times do you come and speak up when it's women doing it every single day? Do you speak up so strongly when it's a man now demanding child support? That double standards are crazy.
Just say he took advantage and he was trying to get more. The fact that he's taking on the kids full time. So he might not have known what it would have taken to take on that responsibility till he was in that situation. If she got a job, she's not even in the same state of the kids. She's really not doing anything but paying. So
also, if I'm not
to fork it up.
So if I'm not mistaken, she's saying she's paying for, or she was paying for nannies.
Yes.
I didn't understand when she was.
But why was she paying for the nannies? Like a weekend nanny and a week nanny. Like what was the nanny for?
That's what you would have asked her. As a mother, why are you even paying for nannies? Why aren't you taking care of the kids? Why are the kids school and then you come home and take care of the kids? Why do you need a nanny?
Also, I guess I didn't hear the whole thing. I'm not even knowing what her life is.
Of course, you didn't hear the whole thing because you are more concerned the fact that a woman is paying child support to a man. That's the only thing you focused on. You hate the fact that men are doing what women have been doing for this whole time.
Like
a lot of times, I think a lot of times when women, like younger women, have kids, I think that when they're pregnant, their life really doesn't change that much. Their physical body changes, but they pretty much go anywhere they want to go. And their boyfriend or baby father, he come, they still hang out or whatever they do together and kiss and have sex, whatever. Like nothing changes. But as soon as she has that baby, she's tied to that baby, and then her anger her resent goes towards the guy that seems like his life keeps going the same. That's why he has to nurture her if he loves her. I know it sounds corny, but he got to nurture and love her, and then, and be a family with her. He has to, you know what I'm saying? He has to take off the kid clothes and put on the man clothes and become a father and a husband. If he likes it.
Nowadays, you can do all of that, and it still ain't enough. So the new moms,
it ain't enough for who? Not enough for who?
Was the man working? I don't know if she mentioned that.
I think he was like working a minimum amount of hours, but she made significantly more than him, and she worked more than him.
Is he disabled? I mean, I guess we don't have enough information.
No, he's not disabled. It wound up being like a 5-minute clip, 5-minute plus clip. But
I don't see why
I didn't want to play whole 5 minutes, so we just.
I think because we hear these issues usually when the other parent is not contributing. Like if you don't have a job, or if you do, you're one of those people that get a job that is not fitting for your responsibilities. Like if you're in your 30s or 40s, like no shade to anybody. Like I'm not talking down on anybody's job. You have to be, especially if you have kids, you have to be making a certain amount of money. So if you're like working as a cashier or something like that, and that's probably the reason why you can't make, I don't think it should fall on the other person. If you're supposed to be watching the kids, you need to have a job and some money and contribute to, and not just rely.
Normally, that would make sense if women have been using the same logic. Because for some reason, when it's a man getting alimony, child support, when a man is using the system against the women, for some reason, that's when women see it from a man's point of view. That's when they make all these logical, assumptions. Oh, if you should find a job. Oh, if you had an agreement, you shouldn't be asking for more money. Only when it's a man's turn to use the system against a woman to get the child support or alimony, only then do they have all these, they become so smart in terms of how they think about the situation. But when it's a woman doing it, I mean, women do it every single day. Now, you go, girl, you deserve it. That's what he gets. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Because I can guarantee you, this woman has never come out so strongly against women using men for alimony and child support the same way she's coming against men getting their money. I mean, go Kings, get your money up.
It's the woman that have the kids. It could be a thing where he actually has to raise the kids and be there. So he cannot work the hours that we would normally see a man work. He cannot work like that because he actually has the kids. She doesn't have the kids. Like I said, I actually didn't know if she left him for a man, if she was gay or not, because I thought she was initially gay. And Yeah, that's what I thought. And then she's like, I got this, I got that. It sounded like she was the masculine. That's what she's doing right now.
Yeah, she had more to. She took the breadwinner role.
I don't know if I wasn't paying attention, but it's like, do courts, like they had a divorce, child support thing. So the court awarded the father custody, primary custody, joint custody.
And that's when the father gets custody. That means you're a bad woman, boy.
That is true, Shampoo. But usually they look at income. That's like number one, who can provide more financially for the child. But it's like if she's making more and he was I'm confused on that. Like, what were the other factors here where we decide that the father, not that I'm against it, has custody, but he obviously can't raise the children on his own if he can't afford to. You know,
I mean, she got to pay child support just like the man have to do. When she
close your legs until he marries you. Close your legs until he marries. Don't give it to him.
That's right.
Give him that sweet thing, baby.
Marriage is not a guarantee, though.
Don't give him none.
And you I think that's wrong too. Like, if you need to make enough money to raise your kids on your own, because what if something happens to the other parent? There's no life insurance policy for ex-wife or ex-husband, to my knowledge. Like, you need to be able to make sure you can do what you can do for yourself and your children, and look at the child support as additional help and not something that you rely on.
Women, to curb some of this illegitimacy, baby father stuff, women have to become stronger in shutting shit down. No, I'm not giving you none. Seriously. That's the leverage. Your vagina is your leverage. That's your leverage. Don't give it away.
It's like marriage is
all you got. That's all you got. After that, you ain't nothing.
This is true. If you get married,
after you go like this, oh, that's it. Oh, everything came out. Not just that. Everything else came out too.
They don't know how to show themselves.
How you getting home? Let's start like that. How you getting home?
Before they have kids. And even though marriage doesn't guarantee you guys to be together, you come in there with the right intentions, wanting to be together. And then if things go left, then you figure it out from there. But
but don't go into the negative like that. If you go into that negative, then go into a positive. I've been married 32 years. It's positive.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I want to knock out. You damn right. It enters my head. As long as I don't touch my head, we fine. but you know, it's a good time.
The baby father's on.
I'm a camera following.
If you would have custody of your kids, would you try to get child support from the baby mama? If you have full custody?
No. That's a good.
No,
it depends.
No.
It depends. Did we break up nicely, or was she trying to be mean and dragging me through the mud? Because sometimes when people break up, the women run to TikTok. Oh, he did this. Oh my God, his dick is small. Oh my God, he's gay. You know, for some reason, they're always the victim in the relationships. They never do anything wrong. You guys ever wondered how come for every relationship that ends, the woman is always the perfect one, who was the angel, who did nothing wrong? Isn't that funny?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Because I'm not gonna be in the predicament where I'm gonna be the first, the primary. No, I'm gonna work. And
but what if she has money? What if she has a lot of money?
That's gonna be a problem then. That's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna work, and if I have to get another job, I'll get another job. But I'm not gonna be sitting at home taking care of kids for what? We're not gonna be making money. No.
Nobody's saying you gotta sit at home. Nobody's saying you're gonna be a house husband. You're still gonna have a job, but let's say
I gotta do that too.
Your kids want to do this, your kids want to do that, and you got your wife that's not even involved with your kids, and she got a job, she's making money. You wouldn't ask for some type of help and assistance, even though she's not in your kids' lives. At least that's the least she could do.
Nope. She's gonna have to give something up, because I'm not about to be the primary one taking care of everything.
Do you have kids?
No, Q. I think Q's saying if you have full custody yourself.
Yeah, you got full custody.
Yeah.
I got full custody myself. Probably I still probably won't ask her for anything.
But then what are you gonna do with the kids? You can't work as much. Let's say you can't.
That's a man's mentality.
It's like AD said, I'm gonna have to figure something out.
But why are you letting her off easy? Why are you letting her off easy?
It's a pride. It's
I mean,
ego.
it doesn't matter. She's gonna use that. She's gonna use that against me anyway. So you think I'm?
Yeah, but wait till she use it. Don't try to act like you something. I'm a dignified man. I'm taking care of my kids, and that them days is over.
Nah, I think most men don't want to ask for child support. Like, if he thinks he can work it out, and even if the woman makes more money than him, if he believes he can really just work and take care of his kids without the woman's, input, most men would do so, would be willing to work extra shifts just to take care of their kids without asking the woman for child support, even if they make way more money than him. Because it's at the end of the day, men, ego and peace of mind. That's what drives men. Ego, peace of mind. If he can get a peace of mind, because remember, if you're gonna ask her for child support, it's gonna be a fight. You a man, how dare you? For a woman's money, even if she makes $1 million and you make $50,000, she's gonna speak like that. So for most men, it's like peace of mind. Man.
I think you have to hate your baby mama.
Don't worry, baby. You stay home. I'm gonna bust my ass for you.
Hold on, Shampoo. Chris, let me hear your mic.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Say what you was about to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh shit, never mind. Your
I
mic.
wasn't gonna say nothing anyway. No, I'm just
Your mic is nice, Chris. Your
Might be
mic
a
is
good
nice.
thing.
We hear you.
We glad your mic ain't working.
Stop.
No, I'm just kidding. I kid. We kidding, bro.
Everybody got it. Once you talk, everybody just mute and let's see if his mic works. Go ahead, Chris.
just saying that I have custody and I was awarded child support as well. I never received a payment.
Wow.
I think I'm owed like 50 grand.
Wow.
But that isn't, I think that when a man goes for custody of his child, he has to go for child support and custody because it's, if anything happens, it's easier for what a lawyer told me is easier for the judge to make smaller steps back toward her way. So if we had joint custody and something happened, then she could end up with custody. But if I have custody and child support and something happens, we can end up with joint. So yeah, sometimes you got to go all the way in order to, you know.
When you say where you live at, what state you in?
Georgia.
And you saying that, I'm just trying to understand because I don't deal with child support. We got joint custody, which is not an issue. We had that going before we even went to court.
Why'd y'all break up?
Don't matter.
Huh?
Why did y'all break up?
Go watch my interview on Just a Brown Girl in America. I interviewed him and asked why he left.
And why he leave? What did he say?
You gotta go watch the interview.
Oh, please just give me a little taste.
I don't know. Go watch the interview. We still don't know. Inquiring minds still want to know.
Okay.
I don't think he was keeping it all the way 100 on that show. But I digress. What I'm saying is, I don't know. I just don't think that, but I know we don't have all adults. And a lot of people say the way me and my ex is kind of like unicorns when it comes to co-parenting, how we move around, just our relationship in general. Even when he had kids, he had 3 when we met. We've never had those issues with his other kids' mom. I don't have issues. We never had separate parties. We never had to do any of that. He's always taking care of his kids, but I did watch him fight that system, which kind of got me to where I'm at now. So when we got divorced, I never wanted him to go through that because I need him to be mentally okay, financially okay.
Oh, you went to jail before.
What?
You said fight the system.
Yeah,
the child support system.
Not jail system.
I just assumed.
No, he's never went to jail. No, he's not that guy. But
and he ain't black. I'm just playing.
He hella black actually, but yeah.
Give him DNA.
That's my boy though. But yeah, but they actually in the court, even though we already had this done before the divorce, we was already doing joint custody. I've never had that issue, but they literally was trying to force me and convince me, telling me how much I would get a month because we had biologically 3 kids together. You can get $1,400 a month. You can do this. I'm like, I don't need that. He takes care of his kids. just like a woman would take care of his. I've never had an issue with that. So I don't understand why anybody, I just think joint custody is the best. So I don't know why people.
Well, women do put men on child support for control. It's because that's the last ditch effort to control a man, right? Through using the system, right? So they know if they put you on child support, usually they put men on child support either because the man has so much money and they believe, like she said, the system actually, people tell them to put the men on child support because they will get more money. That's number one. Number two, some women put men on child support to control them, right? To have something type of control on that man's life, to still be attached to him. I mean, why did you break up with me if you still want to be in my life, right? Weird, right? And then number three, they put men on child support because usually those men move on and find new women. So they use that as a get back. Because as a man, if you get into the child support system, you could go to jail, you could lose your license, it could affect the type of jobs you get, anything could go wrong. So she literally is controlling you. Even if she doesn't care how it's going to affect the kids. All she thinks about is herself in the moment. But anyway, shout out to Anton Daniels. That was fun. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Like the video, support your boy. We're gonna go to another video. I have plenty of videos for you guys, so if you like the video, that will motivate me a little bit more to get you more videos. So just like the video, support your boy, and we're gonna stay cooking. All right, next video, I should get it from give me 1 second. Let me get the next video ready right quick. All right, here we go. All right, let's go.
Andrew, I have a comment or a question about the body count thing. I don't care how, I think it's like crude to talk about that. I don't know why people these days like talk about that. I would never ask a guy that.
Because it's extremely important when it comes to dating.
I think
when you're doing partner selection.
When it's whether you've been with one person or 100 people, I think that's very private. I would never ask somebody that. If somebody talked about that, no matter what the number was, if they were like proud of it or whatever, I don't think I would talk to them because they're talking about it. I think it's private.
If a man had been prosecuted multiple times for domestic abuse, would you consider that to be something which was pertinent for you to know?
Yes.
How come? It doesn't mean that he's going to domestic. Hang on. It doesn't mean that he's going to domestically abuse you. Why do you feel like it's pertinent for you to know that information?
Because it's like informed consent, like I need to know that that's a potential risk in my relationship.
Right, so because it's throwing out red flags for risk, right? Why would body count be any different than that?
Because are you talking about risk as far as STD? Because there could be
not just STDs, but there's all sorts of other risks which come with it. For instance, if two virgins get married, the chances that they'll stay married are really, really, really good. Really good. And when it comes to women who are highly promiscuous, who have more than 20 partners, the chances that they're going to stay with their significant other, really, really, really bad. So the thing is that as we look at the details here, we're using risk assessment models, right? We're trying to assess risk for the same reason that you would want to disclose to you if a man had been charged and is guilty of domestic abuse, even though that does not prove that he would abuse you. Why would that then be wrong for a man to want to know the body count of a woman to assess his own risk?
I just don't think I think it's like very like lewd to talk about. I don't like it. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I think that talking about domestic abuse is pretty lewd too, but that would be something that you would want to know about, isn't it?
It would be, yeah, but it's just like that goes into things like, like asking about maybe like, I don't know. It's just kind of like private. Like some things are private. Like I think your body's private and If you have an OnlyFans, that's pertinent, but like, I don't know.
They pick and choose because they know men care about that. You know, the things men care about, they're gonna hide them from you. Just letting you know. So if it was, I mean, if that's the case, then they shouldn't care about a man's job. They shouldn't care about how much how much money a man makes. The only issue is they don't care about men's preferences. They would rather men accept them the way they are. So if she has been in the streets with 1,000 guys, she wants to just accept her the way she is because she has changed and she's an angel now.
I'd like to get back to this combo. It was very interesting. I appreciated you bringing that up. So as we kind of dive into this, I understand what you're saying, that having conversations which are uncomfortable are uncomfortable. And I can understand why a woman would want to conceal this information because it's very uncomfortable to talk about this information. But I don't know how you could make a case that it wouldn't be pertinent for a man to be informed about the body count of the woman that he wants to date long term. Why would that not be pertinent information for him to know?
Well, I guess it would really depend on what the man's values are and what he considers pertinent information.
His values are he just wants to hump chicks who have a low body count. That's his only value. Like,
Okay, well, a man like that.
Why would that preference in any way be bad in any way? I don't
It's not
understand that.
bad. It's just like I feel like these young, like it's just something that younger people talk about. Like they just talk about it. Like they're like, oh, this is my body count. It's just new. Like people didn't do that when I was growing up. So
Yeah, they did.
It's just
Yes,
I,
they did.
I
You
don't
were growing
remember
up
that
around the same-
happening.
Yes, they did. Here's the thing. You're growing up around the same time that I was growing up. And the thing is that we talked about sex all the time.
Yeah.
We talked about which chicks were hoes. We talked about which chicks weren't hoes. You talked about which men were playboys. You talked about which men weren't playboys. This cope of, well, when I was younger, like you're ancient, like you lived 75 years ago, like you lived 100 years ago, like you lived during the Civil War era 200 years ago. It's all pure cope, right? You were growing up, what, at the latest in the 90s? You think we weren't talking about sex in the 90s?
I didn't say not
It's the most
talking about the
ridiculous-
sex.
hang on.
I just
That
don't
is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever
No,
heard.
I
All
didn't
we
say
talked
that.
about in the 90s was sex.
Yes, but I said like I don't remember the specific thing about like talking about like a body count, like that being a phrase.
Of course
you don't remember because you don't like men's preferences. You don't like the things men care about that may make you disqualified. Because guess what? If women start saying they want, which they say, when women say they want millionaires, do you think I go to their comment section and complain, oh my God, women want millionaires? All I say is they want millionaires, but are they going to get them? So the best thing to say right now is, okay, men want women with low body counts, but where are they going to get them from? That would be a better argument.
You did. Of course you did.
And
What
I
do
was
you
in a
think
relationship from
what
18
does
to
hoe
30,
mean?
so-
What does hoe? She's a hoe. What does that mean?
Yeah,
Does
but
that
you're
mean
not
she has a really low body count, or?
Yeah, but you're not. It's just a different verbiage, I guess.
Yeah, but it's saying the same exact thing. You're saying that chick has slept with way more dudes than I'm comfortable with. You're saying the same exact thing, right?
Yeah, but you kind of just like know that about like people in the neighborhood or whatever. You don't like write it down on an application, like your number, like your last name, like your social security number. That's what I'm talking about. It's just kind of weird.
So your objection is that people are more precise with it? So they're like, instead of you just slandering me with a generalization, you want to actually know the details of it so that I can give a possible defense of myself? That seems to me to be absurd, right? That seems counterintuitive. That like the precision of it is the objection, not the fact that you did indeed used to talk about it all the time. And let's be real. You and your girlfriends in the 90s, you talked about the promiscuous girls on the block, and you talked about the playboys who were around. Let's not kid ourselves.
For sure.
Yeah.
But here's my advice to women. For the women who don't like that men want women who have low body counts, women who are not for the streets, women who are not hard girl summer kind of women, here's the best thing I can tell you. If you want it to change, if you want men to start accepting women who are for the streets, quote unquote, you have to start accepting dating average broke men. It's that simple. That will level the playing field. The moment women wake up one morning and they're like, guys, We are sorry for demanding you guys to make six figures. We are sorry for demanding you guys to pay $500 dinner first dates, even if we ghost you after that. We are sorry. We are ready to date average guys. Can you stop caring about body counts? Most guys will line up. You know why? Because a man will never really know a woman's true body count anyway, right? But the thing is, men look at it like, if you're going to have all these standards, I guess I might as well have my standards too.
Yeah. It just wasn't like, oh, did you hear John has slept with exactly 17 and a half people or something like that? Like, it was just weird.
Yeah, no, it's just implied. So, I mean, it's just like, it's just, for some reason for you, going around the edges of the thing is more important than the thing itself. It's like, okay, so John has slept with a lot of chicks. We understand that,
Yeah.
right? Your only objection is the precision with how many chicks he slept with. That seems totally counterintuitive to me. It seems like that would be the information you would want to know more than the generalization.
Well,
right?
to me, it's kind of like saying, okay, John has slept with 17 and a half people. And that's like saying, like, okay, John has a big dick.
How do you sleep with a half a person? Like, I
don't know.
If they're
I'm just saying it's weird for a number, but I'm just saying.
Are we at a magic show?
Saying like that's the difference between saying John slept with a lot of people, or we know he's a hoe, and the exact number, versus like John has a big dick, and then like going into detail, like describing specific things about it. I guess that's my court, like, you know, you could just do one thing. You don't need to like go into
people have very specific
minutia about it.
Well, they have very specific preferences about the things that they want. And in modernity, because there's such a small pool which fits the preferences of so many people, I think they just don't want to waste time. And so they're like, can we just get to the nitty gritty? And instead of us using kind of the generalizations and innuendo and the slander and this and that, they're just up front, right? They're just like, look, lady, how many dudes have you fucked, right? And what they want to know from that, the information that they want to know from that is, are you going to be a good partner for me, or are you not going to be a good partner for me? It just seems like a great way to just not beat around the bush and not bullshit, right?
Would you not agree that there are many other factors that play into what defines a good partner or not?
Absolutely. I would say that that the scope of what we're talking about here is so broad. We're taking into account billions of people's individual preferences and this type of thing. But I'm going to caveat this with, there are general truths that seem to trend across the board for men and women when it comes to preferences. I'll give you a really basic one. Women tend to like men who are taller than them.
Fact.
In fact, let's just get a show of hands right here. How many women right here at this table prefer that their men are taller than them?
All of them.
All of them.
You see that? They have preferences. And mind you, Mr. Boogie over here cannot change his height. I could maybe change the fact that I'm bald. I could go to Turkey or something, but even then, it would be engineered. It wouldn't be natural, right? So I can't change my height, but they want me to be tall. But all men are asking for, just don't be for the streets. You know, don't be busting it up. Don't bust it wide open for everybody. That's all men are asking for. And they want men to not have any preferences. Because the things men ask for is really simple. Don't be for the streets. Make me a sandwich, and don't nag me. And I don't know, let me clap them cheeks. Don't use it against me and try to, take the trash out. Oh, I want to give you some cheeks. That's all men ask for. Nothing crazy.
Right? Every single one of them, including you, right?
Yeah.
So now we have kind of these universals which go in too. Now, if you were to insert men into every seat that you're in right now, and I said, how many of you would prefer that your women had slept with less than 3 men? How many of them do you think would raise their hand?
Okay, yeah, I totally see that.
Hang on, answer the question first,
All
and
of
then
them.
give me the qualifier.
All of them,
All of
100%.
them. All of them. So we
Yeah,
have some
I get
universals
that.
here, right? We have some universals.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yes, doesn't like
so it's like,
that's all.
yeah. So I want to address the point specifically, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say about it.
Oh, okay.
You said it was crude though to like.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
a
do
guy
you know
were
what
to
I
ask you
mean?
that on the first date, would that be?
Yeah, that's like, I wouldn't ask him to see his bank statement or like, I think there's
You'd
so
ask him
many.
his job.
Yeah, I go to segue. That's normal conversation. But for me, what's more important is like political values, family values, like that. For me, like I was in a 2-year relationship. We broke up because we ended up like it was during a certain period of time recently.
So, but what would actually be wrong if this was a deal breaker for a guy and this would conceivably save him and you time? What would
if
actually
that's
be?
If that's a deal breaker for him, then he should for sure proceed with the question and then.
Now the question is,
I mean?
though, would it be a deal breaker for you that he even asked it?
Well, that's what I was kind of trying to say is like even not asking, but people are just I've seen people like post like just like about their body count or talk about it and in a not dating situation, like just in a public situation. And I just think that's kind of like, yeah, I don't think I would be inclined to want to talk to somebody who thought that was like a neat topic to like talk about. It's kind of private.
I think I again, I understand the social taboo nature of the thing that you're kind of appealing to here, but I think, you know what I think? I think that men, the more men I talk to, I get this kind of belief more reinforced. I think that if a woman, let's say she had a really high body count, if she sat down on her first date with a man and she said, look, I fucked a lot of things up in my life, including the fact that I slept with way more dudes than I should have, right? And I'm not going to do this anymore. Then I'm going to be a good wife for the man who I end up marrying. And I fucked this all up, okay? I think that men would have 20 times more respect for those women.
I agree.
Than the ones who go, none of your business, it's not your concern, and they beat around the edges and this and that. I think if they were just direct and said, look, I fucked it all up, but I'm ready to unfuck it all. I think most men would be like, all right.
I agree. I honestly agree with all the talk of men saying they want low body count and they want virgins. If women would be honest, just like if a man would be honest from the front, hey, listen, I'm not going to buy you expensive gifts. I'm not going to take you to trips every single year. I'm not going to, I don't have lots of money. Some women may respect that. Then the woman can say, okay, you're not for me. I want a man who's a provider. Or, I'm not just looking for a man who has money. The same thing would happen. Men would actually appreciate women who could be honest. A man would literally pick a woman who has been for the streets with 1,000 guys, who's honest and willing to change, quote unquote change, over a woman who hasn't been for the streets, but she's going to be nagging and, she can't even make a sandwich. I think most men would go where the peace is, even if she has been for the streets, even if he knows some of his friends, had something to do with her. They would go over that side. That's why you've seen some guys who actually get married to former sex workers, former strippers. They know what she used to do, but for some reason they think she has a peace of mind. So that's why some guys go that way. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying men's minds, we are wired for easy peace of mind. That's it.
Oh, no, I totally agree. I mean, I can't disagree with that statement. I think that's totally true. I think people can change a lot. I've certainly changed a lot from like 18 to now.
Thank you, Josh. Go ahead.
Okay.
Continue.
I got with
But do you know why? Do you know why men would respond better to that? Do you know why that is?
Yeah, because it's honesty and
No, it's not because it's honesty.
Accountability.
It's because it's a sign of accountability.
Oh,
it's a sign of accountability. It's a sign of you saying, I can recognize when I make horrible mistakes and I can correct them so that those mistakes never happen again. And it's so rare for men, at least the ones that I've talked to actually run into women who take accountability for anything. And that, I think, is why you would earn this really key note of respect. You would actually earn respect with the honesty rather than I have to find out later and all this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't think it's something that you shouldn't talk about in a relationship. I just just the like bluntness of it, I guess, right away is just kind of.
I think I know what you're saying. Like,
You
I
know
think
what I
when you
mean?
go on a date, like, I like can go on like countless dates, but like never it occurred to me like a guy would be like, oh
Right?
yeah, by the way, what's your body count? Like,
Yeah,
there's a
that's, like, I just
conversation
don't
where there's
remember
gonna be
that.
like, what is your dating history or like
Right,
background look
right,
like. It's not going to be
right.
bluntly like, how many people have you fucked?
Yeah, I don't like
No,
that. I
really?
just don't like.
So you never sat down on a date and asked, well, how much money do you make? What do you
I've
do
never
for a
asked
living?
that.
I feel like that goes in like,
Yeah,
well,
but y'all ask for jobs. And you know what women these days do? They don't ask you for how much money you make. Once you tell her what type of job you do, the moment she goes to the bathroom or at the end of the date, in fact, most of them already do this homework before they even go to the date. They know what type of job fields pay what. If you're a manager, if you're an engineer, if you do, they already know. They look online. So once you tell her you're an engineer or you're a plumber, she will quickly go to the bathroom, put in her phone. What do plumbers make? Sometimes they already know before they go come on a date. So you tell her you're a plumber, she knows how much plumbers make. You try to make a second date, she ghosts you, there you go. So they do their homework.
No, you want to beat around the bush, but what you're asking is how much money do you make? When you ask, what is your career? What is your career trajectory? What are the things that what are your goals? What are your aspirations? You're asking the question of what is the monetary value that you are bringing to the table?
Fact.
Because that's within the line of your preference, and I think that that's fine. But then to say, well, to men, they can't also move towards their preference and be like, well, how many dudes have you fucked? Right? Like, how many? Just be honest with it. Why is that such a taboo for women, other than they want to avoid accountability?
I don't think it. For me personally, I also don't really. Money isn't a top value for me
such a liar.
in my compatibility with the man, so I wouldn't ask those kind of.
Yeah, really.
I mean, if women don't really, because these days they fear getting called gold diggers, so they all claim, oh my God, for me, money has never been. For some reason, most women claim money has never been an issue. Yet we have millions of average men who can't get dates because women want $500 dinner dates, because women don't want to go on coffee dates. That doesn't add, like the math ain't mathing. How can these women say they don't care about money, but yet they say they don't like coffee dates because it's the minimum, it's the bare, they call it the bare minimum. Every woman online, well, not every woman, but once they get quizzed about the money, they claim they don't want the money.
Like a homeless
let me see
guy?
your wallet.
Like in his car?
Because of hygiene issues, probably not. But I
No,
mean,
he has
you don't
great
have-
hygiene.
I'm
He
not
just
going
has
to be like
$0
Lauren over
and you're going to
here.
have to support him forever.
Wealth and status are not on my top 5 priority list. That's fair.
Really? So just so I get this clear, a homeless guy has really good hygiene. You'd be willing to take care of him forever?
No, I didn't say that. I said
No,
wealth.
you didn't say that. So wealth,
like
or the
extreme-
ability, the ability to take care of yourself, the ability to make money is on your priority list.
Yeah.
It's kind of foolish, in fact, to say that it's not, right? Of course it is.
I mean like you know $1 million. I don't have a number. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
So
what.
you'll date a guy who works at McDonald's?
I think McDonald's is poison.
That means a no. Once they're like, because the question was straightforward. Would you date a guy who works at McDonald's? He could be the owner of the franchise. He could be the owner of that McDonald's branch. She didn't even say yes. He could be the manager. He could, I don't know. He could be earning $100,000 at McDonald's. We don't know. All she did was, like as if she didn't hear the question. Disingenuous.
So I probably wouldn't for health reasons.
Not because of the money, right?
But yeah, I would date like a ranch hand or somebody that was in school. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, so $6.77 an hour worker.
Do you want to get remarried?
I would like to get married. Yeah, but I'm really low
Well,
maintenance.
not remarried, but you want to get married?
I would like to get married.
Wait, you're low maintenance?
Like my monthly income with 3 kids is like, or my monthly expenses are like $2,500.
Oh, she got 3 kids.
It's really not.
Three kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we're really, my daughters work. Like I don't know. It's just not that important to me.
You get child support?
I don't get child support. I never took him to court until recently for some other reason related to my son not liking his girlfriend, but he doesn't pay child support. And that was just last year. And it's been 8 years since we've been split up. It's really unfortunate that he doesn't. He's just not a great guy and it's sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just not a great guy and you are just the perfect angel woman. Yeah, right. Anyway, man, shout out to Whatever Podcast. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Shout out to Coco Alvarez. Shout out to you, bro. Guys, like the video, support your boy. Really appreciate that. If you like the video, other people are going to join us so that, you know, YouTube will let them know that we're cooking in here. I got plenty of videos. I didn't even finish that one, so let you know. And I'll be linking down below all the different videos because, you know, I can't finish all the videos, but if you guys want to watch the rest of it, you can just go to the description, not to the comments, to the description of the video. All right. All right. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, next. We're gonna go all the way to Ilkan Ali. All right, let's go. Shout out to you guys for the support. I really appreciate that. So let's see the next video up here. What are you guys doing for Veterans Day? Any ideas? I'm going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow. So just to let you guys know, I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow. All right. So let's go to Ilkan Ali.
So
You think if you have a kid, you have to stay?
now, Tyranny, you just started trying to use the Bible, and the Bible says that if you got a household, you gotta take care of that household. So if you have a kid, now we can't say that just being a boyfriend or girlfriend is more important than having a kid. So you just said if it was a boyfriend and girlfriend, they should work it out because he's trying to be a husband. Well, he is so enough for daddy.
Yeah, try to work it out. That doesn't mean stay. Hold on, let's listen to what I'm saying.
You can't unstay.
Hold on, let me explain, because clearly there's some misconception here.
Okay.
I will never tell someone to stay just because. I don't give a damn what reason you got after that. No, if you're not doing your part, then we're going to depart. But since they are in the in-between stage, which is engaged, then they still have an opportunity to figure it out and see if going down the aisle is what they want to do.
Well, I'm speculating because if that's not their kid and that's her kid, then you free and clear. You just learned the lesson, you dodged the bullet. But if that's your kid, I'm sorry. That's just how I am. I'm just giving you my advice. You got to ride that thing out.
Man, their hearts broke because a lot of you guys already think that just because you put a baby in me, that I'm not going nowhere. And as soon as I leave you, it's a problem because you thought I didn't have to leave you. So just because, no, sir.
No.
Yeah, but why don't you mention God this time? Because you are very particular when you mention God. You say husband and but as soon as we talk about the woman duties, there's no God, there's no Christ, there's only what's you. Aren't you saying that?
No, Fatty, I'm not. I'm saying right is right and wrong is wrong, right? No. So if you cheat on me, I can leave you. If I cheat on you, you can leave me. Okay. But if you're leaving the toilet seat up all the time, that's something we can figure out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but let's go to this situation, right? And I will say the same thing that Jeremy did. Some men are just dumbasses. A lot of these could be avoided if you actually knew your woman. And they kind of know their woman. There's a lot of times why they do these public proposals. Because they think if I do this in the front of the stadium or in front of the friends, she has no choice to say yes. So it's kind of a way of coercing the woman to actually doing it, right? It's like the I'm putting a baby on you and leave so you don't leave. It's kind of the same. Like the woman do that, the man usually do this, right? But the thing is once again, look like a stepdaddy. Look like somebody that was willing to take care of your kid. Look like somebody that truly loves you. looks like somebody that actually was willing to give you something that your probably baby daddy didn't do it. And a lot of y'all women use men as placeholders.
Yeah.
This is something that men don't do to y'all. Men don't get girlfriends just for the meantime until they get their wife. And there's an epidemic of women that get their boyfriend because they need help pay the bills. They need help pay their little motherfucking bastard. Sorry, the little bastard school,
Lord,
and all that. And then afterwards, as soon as they get an upgrade, as soon as they get the guy that they really want, they literally go ahead and say, "I'll outgrow you. It's not you and me." The sex stuff.
They say it's not you, it's me. Yeah, that's true. So as you guys are out here dating, you have to remember that every woman you meet, and I've said this like 1,000 times, every single woman you meet, bro, she has met a good guy. She has met a tall guy, if she likes tall guys. She has met maybe a guy in shape. She has met a rich guy. She has met all different kind of guys. But if they didn't stay with her, if she couldn't keep them, why do you think that because you're in love with her, because you buy her flowers, she's going to stay with you? Like Fadi just said, she's going to keep you there to serve a purpose. Maybe the time you meet her, she just wants a man to live with. Maybe the time you meet her, she wants a man who has a car. Maybe the time you meet her, she wants a man who can pay her phone bill. Like there are phases where you are going to be, you're going to fulfill the purpose. You just have to know that. Right. Well, if you know it, then you can do whatever you want. As long as you, at the back of your mind, you know you are fulfilling a purpose at that moment you meet her.
Come in and the tension stopped coming, and now you don't want to cook, and all of a sudden 2 weeks later you are with the guy that you told me to not worry about. This is probably the situation straight up. Ali said it, and he said it well. Not fair. Y'all playing a lot, and if this was your son, y'all will tell him to get the F out. If this was your son and you saw this video and your son had a little bit of money, a nice car and a nice house, you will say, get the F out. This woman doesn't love you, because a woman that truly loves you, like Ali said, she would be jumping and doing backflips and throwing champagne and calling her friends. She was not excited at all. She was not excited at all. She was not excited to see him. She was not excited by the roses. She was not excited by her son. She was not excited by the ring. So he's a placeholder. This is once again why it is not like we are not going to turn back to the place where a good man, an honest man, get the happy ending, because even though it's the right thing to do, this man, by actually being who he is putting himself in a position where he's going to be used by a woman until Chad or Tyrone pull up, and now all of a sudden they get the things that the woman didn't want to give to him. So respectfully, if you think there's any other solution than leaving this man, you are enemy of man, or you are a woman apologist. Straight up, you are left. Hey, Tyranny, you are laughing about it, but you know what's funny? I wouldn't do that to you.
That was
Tyranny. I would never get you. I will never see you fall in love with the man that looks at you the way that you look at him. And if somebody show me the video, I will never come around and says, yeah, go ahead and marry that man. Yeah. That woman look disgusted.
But if I am your friend, I want you to say, hey, is there something that you could have possibly done to make this better? What happened? Y'all was just in love last week when I seen y'all. Now she's looking unhappy.
Okay. So let's give another. We can't make women happy. I mean, they're happy in the morning, and then by evening something's wrong. How can she say, like, I'm still looking for a man who can make a woman happy 24/7. Because you buy everything she wants today, tomorrow she's going to want something else. And you know what's funny? If you give her everything she wants today, and then tomorrow she asks for something else and you don't do it, she's going to forget about everything you did yesterday. That's why once you give a woman a gift, forget about it. Because some of you guys do nice things for women, thinking in the future they're going to remember that you did something nice for them. They don't care. Like that woman you spent $500 on, forget about the $500. Like if you give Boogie $500 today, As a man, I'm gonna be like, man, my bro saved me 10 years ago. He sent me $500. But all the women you took on dates and bought gifts 10 years ago, I can guarantee you right now, none of them remember you. You know why? Because there's another man doing shit for them.
Give another real perspective. Would you advise your daughter to marry a man she was uncomfortable accepting a proposal to?
Marry?
If your daughter was already uncomfortable with it,
be careful.
Would I tell her to take the engagement?
If you watched your daughter, she was extremely uncomfortable. She wasn't happy about him proposing, and everybody kept putting more pressure on her. And she looked like she was forced to say yes and said yes. Would you advise your daughter to say yes to this man that she wasn't happy about accepting a proposal to? Would you want her to marry somebody she won't be happy with?
Don't marry him unless you guys can figure it out. They got engaged. They didn't get married.
No,
so
I didn't.
Wait, what?
If you want, let me explain.
No, but Terry, that's not tyranny.
Yes, it is.
Would you tell her to accept the proposal?
If you're not comfortable, no, I wouldn't.
So look, you okay with him marrying her as long as it benefited her, but when you see it didn't benefit her, now you tell her not to marry him. But you just told him to marry her instead of telling her to get married and communicate. You told the man to get with her and communicate and hope you can change her. But once you saw that she wouldn't be happy, you said nope. Don't marry him. You realize that's what you did.
Standards.
I guess.
No.
I guess.
Why would anybody get McKay?
Go ahead, Gabs, and then I want Tina to get in. I want to know her opinion about what Tyranny is saying. Go ahead, Gabs.
I'm just saying that I think that's a wild statement. Just communicating after the marriage, like we putting the carriage before the horse. Like if anybody, man or female, if you feel uncomfortable, one, like she said, a proposal is not marriage. That's a proposal. They're engaged. If something happens in between the engagement, nobody should be required to marry a person. Listen, people change. We people have representatives. Some last a week, some last a month, some last a year. So when you get, that's a great time to also learn somebody. Nobody is required to marry anybody. A proposal is like we're going to get married. But if some shit pop up, if he popping her upside the head, if she's toxic, he should marry her and she should marry him. Like real talk. Like we act like things are black and white, but they're not just simply black and white. And we're literally taking the video that we watch is a minute, and so we are experts on these people's lives. Like we do too much at times, but that's like my take. Like
so, Gabby, one question, Gabby. But that's the thing. This relationship this is a bottleneck. This is a very important moment on that relationship. Are they going to move from the day that he proposed until the day they get married, until the day they die? We know, listening to Kevin Samuels and a bunch of all these content creators, that women are engagement queens. Women brag, come on the internet and brag about the fact that they were 3 times engaged, 2 times engaged, that they kept the rings and all that. We know the game plan now.
I don't even believe them. Like if you see a woman bragging about engagements, but she's never been married, I don't believe them. The only reason they brag about being engaged so many times is because they're trying to paint a picture that so many men want them. Instead of, we know men may want them to clap them cheeks, but engaged, some of them say I've been engaged 8 times. 8 times and you still couldn't find a husband? Like that's cop.
Hey, Tyranny, how many times were you engaged that you didn't got married?
You said women come on here and brag. I'm not bragging about nothing, so I don't want to talk about it.
No, okay, so yeah. You know what? I'm going to respect. Going to respect.
There you go, Tyranny. There you go.
I'm just saying this is what I'm talking about. We know y'all game plan now. Engaging to y'all is nothing. It's not like, and if you say, this is why we kind of like when certain people say, I'm engaged, we're like, lady, go get married and then come to us. Because we know for a fact that is a 50% possibility that you don't even get to the proposement, to the wedding day. And we know that you use that as an ammunition to tell, I have a man, I have a ring, you don't, so I'm better than you. So come on, Gabby. Like, can we do, Gabby? Can we do women? Gabby, can we do?
You do not women at all. You do not know women at all. Like I'm one of those.
Oh, you know women
who's who wasn't excited about getting married, but regular women want to be married. Okay?
No.
You don't know
Wait.
women at
You just-
all.
no.
You just
Hey,
can't
one second.
reach-
Hey, Gabby, have you been married to a woman?
No,
Hey,
listen.
hold on
Mary
one
has
second.
never been my.
Hey, Gabby, have you been married to a man?
No, I already told you. First is me, then come marriage. Listen, I'm a Capricorn. I'm gonna
Hey,
get
Gabby,
right.
how
So
do you know about woman engagements? And,
Period.
like, you and me are the same person. I was never
No, we're
engaged.
not. No, we're not. You don't know women. You don't
we
know
are the-
women.
no.
I know women. I hang around women. I'm in
Gabby,
circle
I
of
am
women
going to
talking
go to the
table.
bottom of the sea. You know,
You don't know women, fatty. You
now, one
want to know
second.
women.
No, so
You
let me
don't
talk.
know 'em.
So let me talk.
I will.
So this is what I'm going to do. Like Ali keeps the bottom, the race to the bottom. I'm going to drag you to the bottom of the sea. I don't know nothing about women. I capitulate.
Agreed.
I capitulate. I would say, Gabby, that you don't even know about yourself, let alone woman.
Fact.
I would say once again, Gabby, if you actually look, Gabby, if you have such knowledge of woman, where is yours?
Right here. This where my woman is at. Like here. The
Degrees?
house,
Degrees? Wait, did she just show off degrees on the wall? Oh my god, we are cooked, bro. Oh my god. Now, if she had shown money, I would understand, but
Okay, Gabby.
I'm a
that's what I've been
PhD.
chasing.
I'm a
That's what I've been chasing.
PhD.
Now I may have room
I'm a
to be
PhD.
married and have a woman,
Oh,
but that
Lord.
has not been my drive. Do you understand that people who want to be in relationships, they be in a lot of relationships. They love relationships.
So
Relationships have never been my forefront. I've been taking care of my family. I've been getting out of the hood. I've been in survival mode. So I have never really I mean, I've had relationships, I've dated, but to lock somebody in that I'm not unsure about, that's not my thing. Just
So,
to say I'm married.
that's what Fatty's pointing out. It's the
not my
contradiction of women. Now, women say they don't need a man. Women say they ain't gotta get married. They ain't gotta have kids till
not a
they
regular
do. Hold on, Gabby.
I'm
I let you go. I let you cook. I let you cook.
I'm on my parents'
Now,
house.
you just told us women want to get married, but then you showed off your PhDs, your degrees, your credits, your reference to something that got nothing to do with a woman. So all we saying is this too, and what Fatty's trying to say. Y'all want to be married till you don't. I'm almost done, Gabby. You get Gabby. It's ladies first. It's ladies first.
And Gabby, I'm trying to put you up, but Remyard is trying to bring me down again. So make sure you can left try to respond. You got it.
We know women want to get married, but then y'all be lying about not wanting to get married when you can't keep or get a man. But as soon as you get that man, you want him to get married. Y'all want to be women first, sexual liberation, feminism. Don't want to put no demands on a man. As soon as you get with him, all of a sudden, hey, what are we? Where are we going from here? Y'all want to get it bust down. Do whatever you want to do till you actually get the man. Then you want to put a ring on it, Gabby. Y'all want to get married till you don't. And you don't want to get married till you do. Y'all all over the place, Gabby.
They want a man when they want somebody to pay their bills. You know, if only women could invest, even if it was 2% of the time they invest in getting all these degrees, if they could invest 2% in learning what men want, but actually listening to what men say they want, because they will get degrees. Men are like, I don't care about your degrees. They will go get their degrees. And when a man is like, I don't care about your degrees. Oh, you should love me for me. Oh, you just want a woman to control. Oh, you're scared of an independent woman. You don't know how to handle an independent woman. I'm like, no, I just don't want a strong-willed woman. I want a peaceful woman, feminine woman. I don't care about your degrees.
We know women.
No, hey, Gabby, I'm not even going to lie. I don't know women at all. I've been on this planet for 36 years. Every time I think I figured out something happened, and I'm like, oh, back to square one.
We know that we don't know y'all.
But there's the thing, Gabby. Hey, Gabby, that's the thing. If you know better, one second, let me feel. If you know better, you should do better. I have an excuse. I don't know nothing about women, so I have an excuse to fail. what is your excuse? If you know better, you should do better. So again, getting woman, very
Relationship,
easy.
marriage is a choice. I like to take a bucket and just throw everything in there. Like, what is wrong with y'all? What's going on? But anyway,
sounds good.
Take me out. Take me down.
I thought you a woman, right? Women want to get married, right?
She said, I know a lot about women. And this is, you guys don't know nothing about women. Hey, Gabby, give me one advice before Tina goes. You are going to give me one advice that will bring me closer to understand woman. Let's go.
Here we go.
Yes. Let's go, Gabby. Trust you, Gabby. I'm teaching you. Gabby, you are a teacher. You better teach me.
Don't.
You gotta, Gabby.
One, just one, Gabby.
Help.
Listen, I got it. Shut up and listen. Now take me down. Take me down right now.
Well, that's
because you're caring too much right now.
But you carry so much.
Take me down.
That advice is shut up and listen.
Adios mío.
Yes. Yes.
Shut up and listen. And then when you listen too much to woman, why you always a pushover? Why you don't put your foot down? I want a leader. Can you lead me? Why do I have to tell you things? Why do I have to explain you who I am? You should know better.
Nobody told you to emasculate yourself. You know, undivided attention is very rare. Okay. A lot of people are already coming up with answers when they listening. So a lot of people really don't listen at all, like real talk.
So
but
can
anyway,
I ask one? Let me ask one question,
Athenia,
right?
Anyway, man, shout out to Fadi. I need to go join one of these panels soon again. They're always cooking on Sundays. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Let me do one more video for you guys. All right, just one more video. Give me 1 second. Let me go. Let me do this one. I'm going to be back tomorrow, guys. Veterans Day. Shout out to all the veterans for your service. But let's do one more video.
Men like women who are inconvenient and make them work for their attention. The sexiest thing you can be is busy.
Do you want somebody who's just, I'm here. When are you going to date me?
Yeah.
Take me on a date.
Well, hold
Take me on a
Now
date.
You're painting an extreme case here. So pull it back up one more time. Just want to make sure I have, okay, inconvenient and being busy. So I disagree with both those claims. I don't think men want a woman who makes things inconvenient.
Facts.
And that is your
Drama.
position, right?
Yeah.
It's an inconvenience to attempt to hang out with you, and you being busy, so it's difficult to make plans. No,
Nobody likes anything that's way too easy and way too available.
Maybe you guys as women, but
No, I'm
most
talking from men. I'm in 2 male-dominated industries. Most of my friends are guys. Most of the people that I talk to are
Are most
guys.
of your friends comedians?
A lot of them are comedians, and a lot of them are also just working in television. That's also primarily men.
Mostly friends with liberal men, or
No, most comics are not liberal. So I got a mix. But yeah, both of them, or both liberal and conservative friends of mine, they get the ick, so to speak, if a woman is way too available.
Well, let me ask you
That's
this:
not true.
if it was going in one direction or the other, so perhaps let's say there's a happy medium, but if it had to err more on one side or the other, you think men would prefer a woman who's too available or a woman who's not available enough?
Not available enough.
You
Just
think
get
men would
people,
prefer that?
men and women. I think people just in nature, you want what you can't have. You
I
like
think
working
that's the
for
case
something.
for women.
I think it's the case for both.
No. So I think this idea, and this is really something that I think women do quite frequently, this idea that you want to play hard to get. If you play hard to get, you quickly become hard to want.
Facts.
Nah.
So, yeah.
That's how my mom got her ring. That's how I got mine. That's my mom's biggest advice to me when it went into dating. She was like, just play hard to get. She played hard to get with my dad, and he proposed in like 4 months.
First of all, she's wrong. The only men who like women to play hard to get are men who have no options. If a man has plenty of options, he's not going to chase you around. Hey, I'm trying to see you. Are you available? Oh, no, I'm not available. Let's try next weekend. Next weekend comes around. Hey, I'm trying to see you. Are you available? Oh, no, I went on a trip. When are you coming back? In 2 weeks. Can you let me know? She comes back. Hey, are you available? Oh, no, I'm going to work this weekend. Like, and the man is still chasing. That's a man who has no options. So she claims the mom did the same thing to the dad. So you see where the mindset is coming from? The mother is teaching the wrong things. Now, maybe it worked out for them, but that tells me more about the father and more about the man that chased them around and proposing. Like, if you're gonna chase a woman, if you're chasing a woman, she's running away from you. You shouldn't be chasing.
I think you want to be
Look,
hard.
I'm
to
not
get.
saying that it's an impossibility, but this idea that this is like a good advice to give somebody when it comes to dating.
The first time I ever played hard to get was when I got a ring. So.
Is that your
Yeah,
boyfriend
he's
who
dead.
passed?
Yeah.
So you guys were engaged?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
didn't get married.
But are you saying had you not played hard to get, like he just would have not been into you?
I think that's really what drove it ultimately, because he was very like avoidant initially, and he was seeing a bunch of very beautiful women, and we connected more as friends first, and then it just kind of built like that. But then I made myself less and less available, and then he started chasing. and I
So
was
just
like,
to be clear, the
all right.
foundation of your relationship was based on you playing a game?
No.
Pretty much.
I mean, quite literally. You were
It wasn't a
conducting your-
game.
How was it not a game?
It was me saying, okay, I'm not going to throw all of my eggs in this basket. I'm not going to make myself too available. I'm going to play a little hard to get, and I'm going to just
Play hard to get, so you're
It's
playing
a figure of speech. I'm going to make myself. I'm going to make myself less readily available. I'm not
Well,
going
how
to
about
drop
this?
everything when
How
he
about this?
comes and yeah.
Let's say you were free.
Yeah.
Say it was a Monday. Hey, are you free on Thursday or Friday? And you are free, but you tell him you're not.
I wouldn't do that.
So, okay, in what ways would you not make yourself available?
I'm very rarely free. I'm saying I wouldn't make myself available in that, okay, I have something scheduled with a friend that I'm going to dinner with a friend. And he's like, do you want to hang out that night? I'm not going to cancel on that friend.
That's different. We're talking about, I want to see you. You got nothing planned. Even if you got nothing planned with your friends and you make it up that you got something planned. That's not playing. That's different. What is she talking about?
But I'll tell you when I am available.
Well, that seems
different.
perfectly normal. I
Yeah.
wouldn't categorize that as being hard to get. That's just
Anxious-
respecting your pre-existing commitments
yeah.
to hang out with somebody else.
Yeah, but anxiously attached people, which tends to be the attachment style more for women than anybody, will go ahead and cancel those plans. I was anxiously attached beforehand. Will make themselves too. That's making yourself too available. Is prioritizing that person and waiting around for them and just trying to fixate them as the center of your world.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even categorize if you have a pre-existing plan and you hold to those plans despite like perhaps another plan manifesting that might be better, or there's this guy you really like. I wouldn't categorize that as like playing hard to get or making yourself intentionally unavailable. You were just, as a statement of fact, unavailable.
Yeah. We have different definitions for playing hard to get, evidently.
That's not playing hard to get. She doesn't even know what the fuck she's talking about. We are talking about that I want to see a woman, or maybe we make plans. She cancels. That's playing hard to get. Or I want to see her, and every time I want to see her, she claims she's busy. That's playing hard to get, even when she's not busy. Because some women do that. Some of you guys have gone through that, right? You make plans, and then she cancels last minute. They call that playing hard to get. You do it one time, you're never gonna hear from me. I'm telling you, like any man who has, who knows his worth is not gonna chase a woman. Because if you have to chase, that means she's running away from you. You think she's gonna make Chris Brown chase her? You think she's gonna make who else? Drake chase her? Never. So think about it. Okay, you're not Chris Brown, sure, but maybe next. I don't give a shit. I'm not Chris Brown, but if I know you're never gonna make Chris Brown chase you, why should I chase you? At least a little bit of dignity for myself.
Okay, but pull it back up, the tweet again. The sexiest thing you can be is busy.
Yeah. Men like
Honestly,
women with hobbies and a whole life outside of them. And if you don't, God bless. But
I think the reality is, I think if the woman is too on top of you, like perhaps I can see the angle there, but I can just as easily say that if I've made multiple attempts to hang out with you and you're making it difficult for me to actually make that happen, I just lose interest. There's other options. On to the next one.
Yeah.
So I can guarantee you as women, there are men who are that you're interested in. And look, if you're genuinely busy, you're genuinely busy. But there are going to be scenarios where the dude's just going to move on. So this idea that a guy's going to perpetually chase you when you're busy,
I didn't say
I'm saying you're potentially going to miss out on a dude if you're not at least attempt. I'm not saying you got to turn your life upside down for a guy, but I think it actually shows a degree of effort to make an attempt to make yourself available.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to cancel pre-existing plans.
Yeah.
But if you're impossible to schedule something with,
Peace
I'm
out.
not waiting around for you. I'm on to
Peace
the
out.
next one.
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying be impossible to get a hold of, but I'm saying be busy. Don't be, and that's just, you should be busy. You should have things occupying your time, and you shouldn't be canceling them for him. So it shouldn't be every single time he texts you and he wants to see you, you're available, because you should have shit going on in your life.
But would you prescriptively tell a woman, like, let's say she's not busy?
I would say get busy.
But would you tell her, let's say she's not, would you say, well, create the air that you are busy, even if you're just staying at home?
I would say get actually busy. You need to have actual hobbies or interests or passions or something. That would be my advice. And that's my advice for men too. And I'm saying, like, with the people that I've worked with and knowing people on the upper end of society, they're there unless they've had, generational wealth. And then they're not dating like any of us are dating as it is. But the people who are successful and who have made a lot of money, they're going to be busy. And they don't want somebody who's just nagging at them and trying to get their attention.
Yeah, but I don't think it's, as a woman, you're either really, really busy and you're going to have to occasionally tell a guy that you're not free, or you're just really, really on him. Like, I think there's a medium. So I don't know, this idea that, okay, just be busy. I don't know.
When I wrote that.
No, the truth is, this whole thing of them playing hard to get works on average guys. Because remember, average guys don't have options like that, especially guys who have been, tricked by the movies, because they get this shit from movies. And then they share on TikTok and, make the guys chase you, a real men chase, TikTok, whatever, you know what I mean? But this shit came from movies. Where a guy is really pleading with the girl, she keeps saying no. He buys more flowers, he spends more money on her, she keeps saying no. And then she goes to the bad boy, gets a couple kids, and then 10 years later, he's still trying. And then she finally says yes. Like that's conditioning came from movies. You know what I mean? This shit didn't come out of thin air. So most of us watch those movies, and it seemed like, oh my God, they're meant for each other. He loved her so much. He didn't give up. If she says no, just keep trying, bro. Finally she'll give you a chance. Like that kind of mindset, as a man, once you snap out of it and you realize a woman who likes you is going to make it easy for you. I don't know if you guys have met women who like you. Like if a woman likes you, she will make everything so easy. You'll be like, oh my God. But most guys have never experienced that. Like most guys have never experienced a woman who actually puts in effort. So I understand when she says, oh, I made it this hard for this guy and he proposed to me. Because if a man's entire life has been, his experience has been having to chase women, guess what? He's just going to keep doing it because he thinks that's the right thing to do. But as a man, once you snap out of it, know your worth, and know you don't have to chase a woman who actually likes you. Like when a woman likes you, bro, she's going to chase you around. If we're going to be honest, she's going to be like, when will I see you, daddy? You know what I mean? Like she wants to see you. So maybe some of you guys want to chase. If you have nothing else to do, keep chasing. But trust me, once you meet a woman who actually likes you, you won't have to chase, Anyway, shout out to whatever podcast. Shout out to Wyatt Garner. He says, can't even understand shit. I don't know what you were talking about, Wyatt. But shout out to you for being in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching the stream. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Just to let you guys know. So shout out to all the veterans. Hope you guys enjoy your day tomorrow. Thank you for your service. I'll be back tomorrow and we're gonna cook. So till next time, like the video as you head out. Peace.